went form shopping, looking for the judges that they preferred. The Supreme Court in Florida was loaded with leftists, and he kept running back and forth to the Supreme Court. Ladies and gentlemen, those of us who are old enough, we witnessed it. I wrote about it extensively in Men in Black in every particular. Al Gore did everything humanly possible to overturn the result of that election. Everything humanly possible. Cheating with the hanging chads, cheating in the southern peninsula of Florida, cheating with his form shopping, cheating with the Florida Supreme Court. It was a disgrace. So let's not pretend. Let's not pretend that nobody's ever challenged an election. And big dummy John F. Kerry made it abundantly clear that he thought the 2004 election was rigged. Only that idiot would think that was rigged, but he did. And Jesse Jackson talked about 2000, and Gore's talked about 2000, and Hillary Clinton's talked about 2000, and every Democrat hack in America has talked about 2000. So let's not pretend this is a big deal. It's a no deal. And yet, here's how Fox reported it. Cut whatever it is. Krauthammer, Mr. Producer, go.
Trump had a really good night, but here the consensus is right. He blew it up by a totally wrong answer on accepting the results. And in some sense, I almost admire him for it. This was not a gaffe where you say something off the cuff and it's what you think, but it's wrong. You know that he'd been coached on this. You know that his vice president had said, of course.
Why don't they ever say Hillary Clinton's coached on something? Why is it that Trump is the big dummy? He's the big doofus. People have to put words in his mouth. People have to coach him. Hillary Clinton, on the other hand, stands there like a nasty zombie. And you know why I keep using that word nasty? Because the media, including Megyn Kelly and the others, want to now tell us what language we can use, what vocabulary we can use in criticizing Hillary Clinton. They pulled the same thing with Barack Obama. The same thing. If you had said that Trump was a nasty man, they wouldn't even blink. But now we're supposed to say different things to accommodate the media and the left. BS on that, too. I throw the BS flag on that. Go ahead.
Accept the result, and his campaign manager and his daughter. And you know that he's convinced that this is something he wants to take a stand on. And the calculation, this is political suicide.
What's political suicide? What, that you guys keep repeating it? Cut 5, go.
The idea of a national election stolen, which would require an enormous conspiracy.
No, it's not an enormous conspiracy, my friend. It's not an enormous conspiracy at all. If it's a close election, it may not be. And if there is voter fraud in a particular state, and there may be, then you can have a stolen election. There was a stolen election when John Kennedy beat Richard Nixon. So I don't know what this guy's talking about. He doesn't know what he's talking about. I'll be right back.
AM 870.